Alright, this is SSL Family Dad with Simple Suburban Living, and today I'm going to show you a few tips and tricks to make your internet service more stable, less expensive, and much faster. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to talk about is your modem. Most of us here in the United States anyway, in suburban America, probably have some type of a cable internet service. You may also have a DSL internet service as well. Those of you out in the country may have some type of satellite or other service here. This is mainly going to apply to our cable and DSL providers. So this is my cable modem, and this kind of strange angle you're looking at here is up in the rafters or joists of my basement. Generally, your cable internet service is going to come into a basement corner somewhere, a utility room, or crawl space in your home, and that is right where you want to have this cable modem. You do not want to have this cable modem up in your bedroom or office or something else like that. You want to have this as close to where this coaxial cable comes into your home as possible, and you also want to have the least amount of splitters before you get to your modem here. So what you want to do is, as soon as that cable comes into your home, you want to use one of these two-way splitters and split that cable off. One of them will go to all of your TV services in the home, your TV cables, and the other one here needs to go directly to this modem. Now, we don't have TV service in our home, so we just have the cable line coming directly into the modem, which is obviously even better than that. What you want to avoid is having a bunch of splitters set up like these here, where you have the cable split, 4, 5, 6 times before it gets to this modem, which is going to slow down the speed of your internet service quite a bit. Okay, another thing that you can do with cable and DSL services especially is purchase your own equipment. So a lot of times your providers are going to provide you with some type of a modem or a router or a combo unit or something like that. But you'd be surprised that a lot of them bundle that in with your service charge. So if you look on your bill and you ask them, what are the charges here? Am I being charged for this equipment? A lot of times it does cost $3, $4, $5, $6, even $7 a month to rent the equipment from them. And if you can get away with it, if you don't have phone service or anything like that where you need a specialized modem or specialized router with your provider, you can purchase this equipment on your own. You can find this stuff on eBay, Craigslist. You can buy it used, you can buy it brand new. Anywhere from $50 to $80 usually for a good, newer style modem, whether it's cable or DSL, and that will provide you the fastest service, and you also can get rid of that rental charge that you have on your bill every month. You also want to talk to your provider about what models they support and what's going to give you the fastest internet service. This one here is the one that I have. It's a few years old, but this is a DOCSIS 3.0 Motorola Surfboard, and this is compatible with our service that we have here, and will provide us with the fastest service that our provider offers. So one of the little tips that you can get away with saving yourself a little bit of money. Okay, so this kind of mess of cables here is the corner of our home where all the power and that comes in. So this is where my electrical panel is, as well as our generator transfer switch and that. What I've done here is this is the same corner that our cable internet comes in and where my modem and everything is up here on the joist. And very close to that, I've put in this small battery backup, and these are very inexpensive. This was, I think, $20 or maybe $23 on Amazon. I'll put a link in the description to this one. And this just allows you to plug in 3 devices. So I have our wireless router, one of them. I have our modem, and I have an external hard drive here that I also have shared throughout our network. And so what this allows us to do is, number one, it protects that equipment from lightning strikes and surges and brownouts and things like that. But it also allows you to get on the internet throughout a power outage. So if you lose power for 3 or 4 hours or less, this will keep all that equipment on for you during that time and allow you to get online and continue working, check weather or whatever you need to do when you need to get online for. So a very handy little device here. You could also, in emergency power, you could plug like a little USB charger into this thing and charge a phone or anything like that you need to do. It's for low power devices. So again, I'll put a link in the description to this. Very, very cool little device to have on hand and have all your network equipment protected and allow you to get online. Okay, so the last thing I want to talk about a little bit more in depth is wireless coverage in your home. This is probably the thing that people have the most problem with, and also the thing that people don't understand enough about. And so I want to talk a little bit more about that. So whenever you have any type of wireless internet service or wireless router stuff set up in your home, you always are going to be dealing with interference. No matter how new your home is, no matter what you have set up, there's always some issues with interference. So what causes interference? Things like microwave ovens, large appliances, any wireless device that is in the home, baby monitors and wireless video cameras, wireless signal boosters, antennas, anything like that. Large metal structures, electrical equipment in your home, like your electrical panel or wiring or things like that. Any of those things can cause interference. And so you want to keep your wireless router or wireless access points far away from that stuff as possible, okay? So that's very, very important. You don't want to put, I guess places you don't want to put your wireless router would be like in a laundry room, on the floor, near the floor, in the back corner, or under a desk, or in a corner somewhere on the floor. You always want to keep it up high. You wouldn't want to put it in an electrical room or a utility room. You don't really want to put it in an entertainment center with your TV and Blu-ray player and Xbox and all stuff, that kind of stuff. You want to keep this kind of isolated and away from other things. Where should you put it? The best place is up on top of a cabinet or a hutch or a shelf or something like this. I'm standing up on a chair, so it is actually pretty tall. This is the top hutch of a desk that we have here in our office. And this is where I have one of our access points or wireless routers. You want to make sure that this is, obviously keep it clean and things like that because it will get dusty up there. But this is one of the best places to put a wireless router. The other thing you want to make sure is that you actually orientate the router the way that it's meant to be set up. So like this one here has a base on the bottom and it's meant to stand up straight. If you were to lay this down, it actually wouldn't work as well. And again, I can't tell you how many times I see this. People just have their routers laying on the floor somewhere. Not the best way to go. So you set it up straight the way it's supposed to go. Some routers are meant to lay down. They have antennas in there that are orientated in a specific way to provide the best coverage in all directions, and so you want to follow the way that it's supposed to be set up. The other way you can avoid interference and get the best signal is using newer standard routers. So if you have an old wireless G or even a wireless N router, probably not getting the best signal you could get, and your speed of your internet service can be impacted by that. Newer wireless AC routers are dual band. They work on multiple frequencies. They avoid interference from your neighbor's wireless. If you live in apartments and stuff like that where you have a lot of other people with wireless, these automatically will find open channels to use. So newer types of routers work much, much, much better than older ones, and so you might want to think about upgrading if that's an issue for you. So the other thing that I'll talk about is I actually did a video on installing multiple wireless access points in your home, and I'll put a link here at the top to that. And that's how I have our home set up. I actually have 3 separate wireless setups in our home. I have our main router downstairs that you saw at the beginning of the video. I have an access point here, and I have another access point in the top floor. So I have one in the basement, one on the main floor, one on the second floor. That allows me to get full signal to any device that I'm on, no matter where I am in my home, at all times. So that's something that you can definitely set up, and you can use old routers to do that. And once you update to a new one, use that older router to provide an extra coverage in your home. So again, I'll put a link at the top here to talk a little bit more about how to set that up and how to configure to do that. So that's pretty much it for this video, guys. This is just a quick tips and tricks on some of the things that I've seen most often. I've been doing this for almost 10 years, installing networks in people's homes and setting up wireless networks. And these are some of the things that I run into most often that people kind of do wrong. So hopefully it helps you guys out. If you have questions, I will try to answer every single question that I can. Please put those in the comment section. Please hit thumbs up on the video. I really do appreciate it. It makes a big difference for me. And if you'd like to see more kind of how-tos and tutorials and things like this, please hit subscribe. We'd love to have you guys follow along. We do all kinds of different things here at the Simple Suburban Homestead, all kinds of sustainability projects, aquaponics, gardening, wood burning, home heating projects, garage and wood shop type things, anything you can think of pretty much. So as always, guys, thanks for watching. Have a good one.